Hi, this video will give you a quick review of how to find the mean, median, mode, and range of a set of numbers. If you're asked to find the mean, you're looking for the average. In order to find that, you add up all the numbers you have and then you divide by how many numbers there are. For example, let's say that I have 5, 4, 6, 2, 1, 6, and I want to find the average. What I'm going to do is add all these up, and I get, let's see, 5 plus 4 is 9, 15, 16, 17, 18, plus 6. I get 24 if I add those all up. And then I want to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because there were 6 numbers. So 24 divided by 6 gives me an answer of 4. So that's my average. Sometimes you'll have negative numbers and you still find the mean the same way. We're going to add up all the numbers I have. 10, 12, 7, 6, 5. And I get 9, 14, 20, 3, 4. All right, I add those up, I get 40. So it's all negative numbers. So I get a sum of negative 40. And then I need to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers that I have. Negative 40 divided by 5 is negative 8. So that's my mean, or my average. I can only have one average. Another measure of central tendency that you might see is the mode. So if I have, I'm just going to write out some numbers here. We've got 20, 21, 22, 15, 12, 22, 20, 39, 50. All right, so I've got a string of numbers here. When I'm looking for the mode, I'm just looking for the number or sometimes numbers that appear the most often. All right, in this data set, I'm kind of skimming here, and I see that 22 shows up 2 times, and I also see that the number 20 shows up 2 times. Everything else just appears once. So this set of data is bimodal, meaning it has 2 modes. And so the modes are 20 and 22, because those appear more often than anything else. Here's 2 more lists of numbers, and if we're looking for the mode of these, I'm just looking at letter A here. I see that the number 4 is repeated the most often. So the mode here is 4. And then on letter B, I'm looking, and none of these numbers are repeated, so we can just say that there is no mode. So it's possible to have no mode, it's possible to have a single mode, or 2 modes, or 3 modes, and so on. All right, if we're looking for the median, we're looking for the middle number. Okay, the middle number when they're written in numerical order. So the first thing you always want to do is put them in order from smallest to largest, which you can see here is already done for us in this first problem. And then we want to kind of figure out what our middle number is, and the trick here is like cross out your low number and your high number. Low, high, low, high, low, high, and hey, here we go, we found our middle number. So our median here is 10. And if you look, you'll see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers below our median and 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers above our median. It splits our data right in half. It works out nicely like this when you have an odd number of data because there's just one middle number. All right, let's see what happens here though when we have an even number of data. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers. All right, I cross out my low, my high, my low, my high, and then, I have 2 middle numbers left. So what I need to do here is figure out which number is halfway in between 4 and 9, and that one will be my median. Well, to do that, it tells us that if there's 2 middle numbers, then we have to find their middle by adding them and dividing by 2. We're basically finding the mean of those numbers. So I'm doing 4 plus 9 divided by 2. Well, 4 plus 9 is 13, and 13 divided by 2 is 6.5, or 6.5. So my median here is 6.5. That's halfway between 4 and 9. And again, if you look at this, you've got 3 numbers below your median and 3 numbers above your median. All right, the final thing we'll look at quick is range. Range, we're talking about the distance between two numbers, or your high number minus your low number. So if we have, let's see, 3, 4, 17, 1, 19, 25. We've got a bunch of numbers here. We want to find the range. So I have to identify what's the biggest number I have on my list. Well, that's 25, right? That's my high number. And then what's my smallest number? It's just 1. So to find the range, I just do the high number minus the low number, and I find out that my range is 24. So the distance between my big and my low is 24. All right, to sum it up, when we're looking for the mean, we're talking about the average. You add them all up and divide by the number of numbers. When we're looking at the mode, we're talking about the one that occurs the most or the most often. An easy way to remember this is mode and most start the same way. When we're talking about the median, we want our middle. Right? The median is the middle value. You just have to remember to put them in numerical order first. And then range, we're talking about your high number minus your low number. All right, so if these are words that you're not super familiar with, you need to make sure to get these in your notes because you'll see these throughout the year going forward. Thanks for watching.